leapt over the cat. He leapt over. He stepped on you on the way by?
He ran into my leg. About knocked me over.
I thought about going and getting a tree this weekend. Thought about it might be too early for flowers. Because it is supposed to be cooler again.
Mm-hmm.
But not like drastically. Drink your water. But I did think about going and getting the tree this weekend. Like at least ordering it for them to plant.
I have no issue. I just wanted to tell you. Get some lavender, see if we can cut down on the gnats and the flies this year.
Yeah. You okay, bud?
Hello, Grant. You not working today? Change the schedule. You can pick up shifts.
Yeah. You're that tired?
I was just laying outside in the heat. Not that it was hot, but... No work today. Well, that's good. Explain this pasta dish to me. It's not really anything. I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff together. It's literally just going to be a bunch of ricotta and like a little bit of like tomato sauce. Ricotta cheese? Yes, ricotta cheese. You have something against ricotta? But yeah, that's a personal issue. What do you have against ricotta? But I've only had it in lasagna and the texture is funky. I like ricotta just fine. I don't think there's a texture problem. Sorry, I'm getting my pans heating up while I'm prepping this because it won't take long. Yeah, it's a me problem. Yeah. Did you not like the bechamel sauce that I did when we made lasagna? You probably preferred that over the ricotta. Even though technically there was no cheese in that. It was just a creamy sauce. That was good. Just made it thicker without the weird texture. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This meal is kind of just something I threw together like last second. I say that. I bought all the stuff. But just like, I don't know. I didn't really have anything good planned, so I was like, I can probably just make a pasta from this shit. Have you beaten Final Fantasy? Yeah, I beat it Monday. Took me 78 hours. No, I did not 100% it, but I did everything I was willing to do, which was more like 85% of it. Yeah, it was a W. It was a bit long. Like at one point I'd stopped playing it for a while because I was burning myself out on it. But I would say it's one of those games that I actually don't feel bad paying $70 for because I definitely got my time out of it. I feel a little ripped off when I get a game that's like maybe 10 hours and have to pay $70 nowadays. Yeah, it was money well spent. Less than $1 per hour. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a little bit of garlic. Save some of this for later. Protect. What was I about to look? Red pepper flakes. I spent a nice chunk of today getting all my Yuga cars packed up to be graded. Gonna ship them tomorrow. No, man, don't. Don't be that guy. You were the chosen one. Making any garlic bread with pasta? I am him. What's the meat? This is ground turkey breast. And no, I do not have any garlic bread. You were the chosen one. You're no longer the chosen one. Mr. Graded Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Xander put you up to this, didn't he? I almost wish you were getting them graded to sell them, because then I'd feel better about it. All these things are falling behind comics, because comics did the grading first. And I feel like it's hurt the industry as a whole, in my opinion. But, I don't know. It's your money. You want to do it, go for it, man. Just don't become obsessed with it. That's all I can say. I will not throw Xander under this. This is all my own doing. Well, at least you're honest. You see there's one episode left of Halo? They're finally going to the ring. I think you came after your time, so no nostalgia isn't there for you. Are those episodes being received well? I haven't looked at all. I haven't looked either, other than the review for like the first 4 episodes. But I'm going to be honest with you, I've been reading the synopsises of each episode as they come out, like with spoilers, and they sounded good. Or at least a lot better than what we got. So I plan on getting the free trial for the week and watching it this week. Oh good, we're close over here. Them not sounding shit would be impressive, so that's good to hear. When are you going to watch it? Let me know if it's good. I'm planning on probably this weekend watching the 7 of them and then watching the 8th one when it comes out on Thursday of next week. At least that's my current thought process. I'll have to see what Morgan thinks. I mean, she'll watch them with me, but I don't know. She's got other stuff going on. Trying to cook out the tinny taste of tomato paste before adding the rest of it. Use the full extent of that free trial. I definitely will. Italian herb seasoning. Little MSG. Damn, that looks good. I didn't realize you were adding turkey, so it's more filling than I thought. Yeah, I have a pound of turkey. I was gonna put 2, but I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not 100% sure how much I'm actually gonna like this. I may love it, but I may just be like, oh, I don't really want turkey in this. It's been that way for me before, because I'm normally like fine with it, and then there's times where I'm just like, I just am not feeling this today. Okay, I need to turn this down a little bit. This is about 5 minutes from being done, too. Pretty sure dinner compared to usual. I hope they taste good. Yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna taste this for seasoning. That ain't bad. Needs more salt. Needs pepper. A little bit more Italian blend. Let me check one of these noodles. Those are not done yet. Those have at least another minute or two. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go yell at Morgan now. Hey!
Chip on the ground.
There's multiple. There's a Frito. That's a chip, technically.
Why do you never pick them up? Too low?
Yeah, what's the point of having a dog if you can't clean up after you? I really need to sharpen these knives.
Okay.
So.
You're not gonna put it before.
You want dinner?
It's right there. Do you want chips in it? Ones you're allowed to have?
You say he's so stinky?
Spoiled.
Oh.
But you're so spoiled, I hope you know that.
He is spoiled. But he's also stinky.
He is, yeah. You put the noodle out.
Can you put it back in?
Hmm?
Can you put it back in?
How hot is it?
Hot? You tell me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Came together quickly, like I said.
I didn't doubt you.
I told you about a half hour.
Yeah.
It was pretty much a half hour exactly. Got some leftover cheese. Eat that at your own volition.
What bowl do you want?
The nicer big one.
What's wrong with the pump?
Well, we opened it and used it quite a couple weeks ago. You're supposed to use it for 7 days of opening, but we've had it for like 3 weeks. But we also used it the other day.
I can scoop some of this, right?
Yes. Damn, that's thick. What's the point?
Are you gonna use this?
I don't know. I'm just gonna let you do whatever you need to do to get a good picture.
You're gonna let me put like a little bit on it?
Yeah, you can do that.
I just don't know why you don't slide them off.
Well, because as soon as I touch them, I get my fingers dirty. Doesn't help that I've got fingers the size of zip lines.
Okay, if there's a little bit of green.
Hey, you gonna throw up? Don't do that. This isn't pasta I'm talking about. It's Parmesan cheese. Don't eat here either. Go into the living room.
So helpful.
Go into the living room. That doesn't mean come this way. Go.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Woo!
Is that all you're gonna eat for dinner? Probably.
Don't be so jealous. And we got leftovers of other stuff. It's perfectly adequate for dinner. Probably gonna be so tasty.
Verdict? I mean, it's good. It's creamy. It's tomatoey. It's cheesy. Everything you would hate. Some of the noodles are still al dente. Wish they got cooked a little bit more. But it's not like unpleasant or nasty.
It's this type of noodle. You have to cook it longer.
Hey, the thing said 7 minutes, which is what I ended up doing 9, and it was still.
It's tasty though.
It ain't easy being cheesy. That is correct.
But he gets so mad at us for being cheesy.
But if you can dream it, you can dreamsicle it. You know what he always says? Or is it, it's popsicle, it's possible?
It's that one.
I think if you dream it, you can dreamsicle it. It's fun.
Wouldn't it be if you can dreamsicle it, you can dream it?
Mm-hmm.
Then if it's popsicle, it's popsicle. Wait, it's possible, it's popsicle? Wait, which way is it?
If it's popsicle, it's possible.
And if it's dreamsicle, it's dream.
I was worried I wasn't going to care for the turkey in this, just because I wasn't really feeling it all day. And you immediately don't notice it. Good evening, Ghetto. Welcome. You made it to the end.
Here's your fast pass.
Here's the pasta we made. It's literally with 30 minutes thrown together. Actually pretty good. No food.
Hi.
Looks proper. Yeah, thank you. It's quite delicious. It's just it's ricotta and tomato sauce and tomato paste and some shallots and onions, little red pepper flakes. And then the closest I had to a spiral was a rotini. So that's what we got. Oh, and turkey. Ground turkey breast. No, I went to work today with I'm going to grab breakfast on the way, and then decided, wait, Denver Biscuit Company's not very far from us. I could get it Uber Eated to me at work. And then by the time I ordered what I want, it was $47 before the fee and all the other stuff, and I was like, I'm not spending $50 on breakfast. This is ridiculous. Because I would have bought something that would have also been my lunch. And I was like, I'm not spending this. This is ridiculous. So then I went down to the little vending machine and bought a sandwich and ate that for $6. And then lunchtime came around. I said, I'm going to order Jimmy John's. I'm in a sandwich mood. Jimmy John's was going to cost me $30 to get one sandwich and a drink. So I walked from my office down to the Constantino's to get it. It's also Big 12 down there, so it was a disaster, and I was just like, what have I done to myself today?
I forgot about that.
Holy crap, that's an expensive breakfast. Yeah, it was a breakfast and a lunch. It was a main item, a side of hash browns, and then something for lunch. It was $48 with an $11 fee for delivery and whatever taxes and all the other stuff. And that was without tip. And I was like, I can't do that. What's Big 12? The Big 12 conference?
Tournament for basketball? College basketball?
They always hold the Big 12 basketball tournament here downtown at used to be the Sprint Center, now it's the T-Mobile Center. So it's basically a week of college basketball.
Prior to the tournament of March Madness.
Yeah, prior to March Madness. Ever had a Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich? Those are even better than McDonald's. I have. I like a lot of Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. I would say my biggest fault with food is I get up at 5:15 and have to be out of the house by 5:45 to get to work. And I realized I could wake up earlier and do something, but I just haven't. So if I don't have a breakfast thing here, I either have to grab one or whatever. I don't eat breakfast and can't relate. That's one thing, Grant, that I've never understood.
Grant eats 2 meals.
But normally I have a breakfast thing figured out. And today I was like, oh, I don't really want the normal stuff. I'm going to order something nicer. And then when the price came out, I was like, I'm not paying that. I had a bag of pistachios at my desk. And I was prepared to eat that for my meals today instead of paying those prices. I used to cook a bunch of sausage and eggs and freeze my own breakfast burrito. Yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
You did a casserole.
I did a casserole last week.
Yeah.
I did 2. I originally had meant to eat both of them, but I decided to make one for my wife, and then she ate like a little of it.
I ate half of it.
She said she ate half of it, but I definitely threw away more than half of it. I know, because she asked me to help put it in the trash.
I don't eat as much as you.
I know. I also didn't know it was going to make 2 giant ones.
Yeah. It's not on me.
See, my big thing about breakfast is I'm not a huge breakfast fan. Like, I prefer to have, like, leftover dinner for breakfast, like, 90% of the time. Don't get me wrong, I do love a good biscuits and gravy. But I'd much rather eat my leftovers from last night for dinner. But if I didn't cook last night, then I have no leftovers to eat. Or if I, like, occasionally, although it's been a lot recently, have decided that I don't want to eat this anymore, which has happened. I will not, I'll just be done with it. I hate it, but it does happen to me from time to time. I'm very big about variety, if you can't tell from all the things I've cooked on these streams. Leftover pizza for breakfast is the best. I 100% agree. I like it cold. I don't know if you like it warmed up, but I'm a cold pizza person. Like, if I don't get it fresh out of the oven, my next best bet is eat it cold. I almost never heat it back up. I love it cold. Yeah, there we go. See, Ghetto's got W views. Hard cheese is great. Yeah. I usually think of Provel cheese and the nice St. Louis style pizza. Why did we disconnect from chat? All right, come on, figure it out. There we go. Sorry, there's no garlic bread. I didn't even think about it.
Okay.
Make your own on stream. I am planning on doing pizza here before too long. I just need to get a pizza zone. Ranch on your pizza? That's not unusual. That's a very common Midwest thing. A lot of people also dip their crust in honey out here. Mm-hmm. My wife's from Georgia originally, and she was dumbfounded by that. Stop licking it, you might be getting that poop smell out. Oh yeah, we have honey dips here. It's starting to catch on. Yeah, there was a, like, pizza place right by my house growing up that was a buffet at lunch. And they left honey on your table to dip your crusts in. So I just remember growing up like that. Can't say I've been to a lot of pizza buffets in like the last 15 years though. I was a big proponent of that once upon a time. I remember when Cece's was like the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
It was a big deal to go to Cece's.
Yeah, that $8.99 all you can eat pizza. Ooh. If you make your own pizza sauce, San Marzano cones are the real deal, apparently. Yeah. I have to get a good pizza recipe or not recipe, a good pizza sauce recipe. Because a lot of people just used crushed tomatoes and a little bit of basil. I used to like Pizza Hut all you can eat. I also used to eat that. There aren't any out here that do it anymore. With the monkey balls? I'm unfamiliar with the monkey balls. What are monkey balls?
You like monkey bread?
Yeah, I'm familiar with monkey bread, but I've never heard of monkey balls. Is that a Canadian thing? It's cinnamon bread. Oh.
It's monkey bread.
Yeah, that's we call it monkey bread out here. It's usually like a pull apart. Oh. Oh yeah, he's saying that's what it was. You haven't thought about it forever. We actually had that at Christmas last year, or this last year. My sister requested it. Ooh, I left the heat on. Yeah, it was on low. I just went by and could feel it. Yeah, this came out better than I thought it would for something that I basically just threw together. Domino's also makes cinnamon bread, but it's so bad, but so good. I made it in food class in high school and got an A. I mean, isn't it just like as long as it's edible and looks remotely correct, you get an A? I can't say I've had the cinnamon bread at, like, Domino's. Where was it that we ordered the cinnamon dessert? Oh, Cops. Their cinnamon dessert pizza was so good.
Did you end up buying one from this person?
Who?
Liza Chen.
Is she the most recent one?
Liza Chen, whatever. The Riot Games person. It's a dude.
They're all Riot Games people.
Oh.
Is it the one on the Shiki board?
Yeah.
That I showed you that, like, oh, now you can pick it up?
Yeah.
Or, yes, I did order it. I ordered it and then showed you.
Oh, you did order it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I like them. I wasn't sure too. It's gonna sound really dumb. You know what would have been good in this?
What?
Spinach.
Spinach would have been good in it. They don't teach how to cook food or use washing machines anymore in Canada, but they used to. We have a class called Home Ec in high school where they taught us how to.
Still have it?
Ours? I don't know. I've been out of high school for 14 years.
But my high school when I was in it did not have it.
My high school had it.
Mine did not.
Yeah.
They cut that in the South.
Oh. Used to perform basic house tasks. Yeah, we used to have home ed. Yeah, I learned to sew in that, which I'm actually a decent sewer. Although I did break my wife's sewing machine needle, but she hasn't needed to use it in like 8 years. I already kind of knew how to cook. I remember I had to take care of a baby in that class. I think it's stupid they took it off the program. I agree. I fully think
there are life skills in that.
I think there's a lot of use to stuff like that. I also think like things like wood shop, which they didn't have when I went to school.
I would have loved that.
Or like metalworking, or my wife got to take a jewelry class.
Jewelry?
Yeah, like there's a lot of cool classes they could do. It's just funding for schools is non-existent, at least in the U.S. I don't know how it is in Canada. We barely have music programs anymore. Oh, we had woodwork. Our teacher had beer breath. Well, I'm sure if he was teaching that, then he threw a couple back here and there. Yeah, my high school, we had like a technology class. which was like the same thing for 4 years in a row. It didn't change. We had home ec, music, choir, marching band, Spanish, French. I'm trying to think of what other electives. They had a couple like drafting and like CNC engineering classes. I took those. I actually enjoyed them. I'm terrible at drawing with a hand, like freehand, but if you give me a ruler, I'm all right. Yeah, I picked up a lot of the home ec skills for some reason.
A lot of the like fixing things in the house.
That's why we work.
I think it's for me, but
Yeah, my wife was saying she picked up a lot of the like fixing things skills, and I picked up a lot of the homemaking skills, which is why we work well together because we're like the opposite of what you would normally expect. Which doesn't bother me in the least.
no.
Plus, it means I don't have to go out and plant the flowers that she's going to get this weekend or a new tree. Oh, are you? Okay.
About I think you're supposed to wait till April.
Are you?
Wait, which is the yard one? Is it ghetto or is it the other one?
I believe Red is the.
Red yard one?
Yeah.
Red's not on there, right?
He is not. Yeah, Ghetto works in finance. I love fixing anything around the house. I would love to be a stay-at-home husband. That's my goal, except not fixing things.
Cooking.
It would be cooking and like rearranging the house into the way that I want it, which means everything's like belly level or above. I won't have to bend over for anything. It'll just be all my wife's stuff on the floor and up. Which
Already like that.
when I worked in HVAC, I learned all the skills. Yeah. My dad did HVAC and construction and plumbing, and he works at General Motors. He worked at General Motors for years. He's like 20 some years. He's done everything, and he's the one who gets called anytime something happens to any of our families, like air conditioners or heater.
He also gives me the fun tools and things he buys.
Yeah, he also gives my wife all the tools. My closest thing to fixing things is building Legos and computers. I like building computers. Yeah, building PCs is fun. Yeah, I've built 2 so far, and I helped a friend build one, but that one ended horribly because he didn't ground himself and ruined his CPU. Luckily, it was under warranty. My wife built hers. You built your PC that you have downstairs.
I did. It was a kit.
Yeah, it was a kit that came together, and it poorly explained how to build it. I sat there and monitored her because she didn't want my help. In fact, she yelled at me because I was trying to tell her what to do. She said, "Let me do it." And then I was like, "Okay."
I like to build things.
And then she had a faulty part, but it was also under warranty. And it wasn't because she wasn't grounded. It was just a faulty part. I'll be honest, I never used the static bracelet, but that's what they're for. Yeah, we had one, and he hadn't connected it to anything that was grounded. He was just wearing it because it's got that clip that's supposed to go on, and he had just not done that part.
What are you talking
A static grounding
about? No.
bracelet.
Story are you?
Ryan Bertram.
Oh.
I went over to his house to help him build his PC, and I told him he needed the grounding bracelet, and you're supposed to clip it so that it's.
We have no more.
Well, you should be no. Oh, he was just wearing it? Yeah. It's like the girls today who wear the scrunchies. It's a fashion statement, not a use thing. Honestly, touching the case, that's my grounding. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, if you're wearing shoes, you put the computer on a towel. Yeah, you ground yourself by touching the metal on anything. You should be fine. You know, your next mistake is to make sure you don't put too much thermal paste on your CPU.
Or just stick your finger on the entirety of it.
Or stick your finger on it. Skipper. Skipper, you want some green beans? Come here, bud. Good. Ooh, you suck. Boop. Sit. Shake. Yeah, good boy. Did you see they put out the trailer for Taskmaster 17?
No.
A lot of laptops would use cheap thermal paste on a sort of foam that would cause them to break. I can a new life to mini laptop by replacing the scrap with copper. Yeah. They definitely try to cut as many corners on laptops as possible. My work replaces the laptops we're using every 3 years. And they still mostly don't make it. Good boy, that was a good bark. No, it's because they want them to break after 4 to 5 years. Some brands. Oh, yeah, for sure. Technically, that's illegal, but they definitely do that kind of stuff all the time. I've seen some people have refrigerators that have lasted, 30, 40 years, and then you've got these nice new ones that can sometimes break after 10. All right, but you want this last one? Go get mom. Get mom.
Yeah.
Touch. Good boy. Sit. Down. Boop. Boop. Shake. Speak. Give me a big one. Good boy. Did you want to save any of this? Okay.
But you telling me to do it right now so that you can wash the pan?
I'd like to soak it. I'm not saying you have to do it right now, but I'm just saying if you want to save it, you should save it.
It can be accommodated.
I'm really sad we have to work tomorrow because
I am too.
I
may take the afternoon.
I don't blame you. I'm exhausted from today.
I actually feel quite good.
Oh.
But that's because I've recovered. But I have the hiring event in the morning, and then I don't do anything in the afternoon. So I may just take the afternoon off and then come get him and take him, or go buy a tree. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you figured out what kind of tree you're getting?
One that turns yellow in the fall.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go look at my options.
You can get one that turns blue. They have it.
They don't.
How do you know? Because blue is not a natural color that occurs usually in the environment for some reason. All right. What? We can. I'm gonna be honest with you. I took a couple of bites of the soft one before dinner.
I forgot we had that. Can I just eat that
Yeah.
without the dog watching me?
That seems unlikely.
Well, he may get one too. Want any of this? Like in these?
No, I'm not planning on. I don't know if I'm gonna take it tomorrow or not.
Well.
Yeah. I've been weird with food all day.
You're fine.
Like, I really want a Denver Biscuit Company, and I was like, I'm not paying that.
We can go Saturday.
I feel like it'd be nuts unless we're waking up early, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Did you see that we had one of those giant hail balls in our backyard?
No?
Yeah.
But it didn't hail.
Yeah, it did.
Here?
Yeah. There was one that big that was cracked apart in our backyard when I let him out this morning.
Really?
Yeah. We had these giant, like, bigger than golf ball sized hail that came through here, and it avoided us for the most part, but it hit my parents real bad. It was like the biggest hail I've ever seen.
Like 2 to 3 inches.
Yeah. I forgot to ask Cole, because I feel like every one of his cars had to have been decimated.
Oh, were they all outside?
Yeah, he's got the little tiny garage that can barely fit one car. And it's literally got everything else that you would have in a garage in there, so they can't get either car in there. So I was like, the truck and their new Bronco, I was like, ugh. Jesus, those ruined cars. Yeah, my dad's truck got hammered, and he was saying that their roof got hammered. He's worried they might have to get a new roof. What it looks like is maybe got 1 or 2, like, hail balls. There was one in our backyard this morning when I let the dog out leaving.
I didn't see any.
But I didn't see any other ones other than that single one, and it was, like, busted apart.
Sure it wasn't just like an ice chunk?
I mean, why would there be an ice chunk?
I don't know.
Like, one single one.
I don't know.
Because I went out the front and, like, looked around trying to see if there was any other ones. What do you think this is? Sharknado?
Yeah.
Here, you want to... There are 3 Rotini.
It's not my fault. They were already in there.
Yeah, I'm just curious how they got there.
When you dumped it, you missed. You missed.
I never miss. You didn't let me.
No.
There's an hour-long Connor video.
Not the one of them making a soup, is it?
No, that was 12 minutes, and I watched that last night when I went to bed. It's him, I think, playing Lethal Company. All right, my dudes and dudettes and anything in between. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out for this kind of super quick dinner. Peace out, homies. Yeah, thanks, Gato. Also, if you're still here, Grant, thanks as well. I don't think he's here, but...
Yeah. The ice cream?
Yeah.